Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another trailer reaction featuring the best boys, Getselious and Sithscott.
Hello.
And it has been a while, a long, long while since we teamed up for anything. I think the last time we teamed up
Yep.
was to talk about the greatest game of all time, Tactics Ogre.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's always when we team up.
that's always a team up. Yeah, and if you guys want to see more of us hang out in videos, check out our supports Safe Scumming podcast where we talk about RPG news that relate to the month and give recommendations to us. So check it out. It's on the YouTube channel. Check it out. So that'll be it. That's without the way. We're gonna be reacting to the latest trailer for Trails into the Sky first because it got rebranded.
Yep.
And with the rebranding, we have to say first now, not chapter one or one.
It's no longer just FC.
FC, God, yeah, first he's like no FC, no SC, none of that, none anymore. But no, this remastering of the game is done by Falcom and be published by Gunho. And this trailer is gonna probably show off the new voice actors for English. So let's see who they announced.
Yes.
And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit this bell to be notified when it goes live, like the video, and follow us on our respective social medias. Follow me on Twitter at Getselious, Twitch at Getselious, Blue Sky Getselious, same thing for Scott, so Scott Blue Sky, so Scott Twitter, and so Scott on Twitch.
Yep.
All right, so let's see what Falcom's up to today. Okay, they got the logo's there. Gun Ho, okay.
Good.
First chapter, not FC. So we're making some improvements. All right, so we got
Okay.
Stephanie Shea.
Stephanie Shea.
Of
Okay.
okay. Stephanie has a long history of everything. She's been everywhere. She's been in my anime since the 90s. So
Yeah.
she took care of herself. Okay, let's. I'm not gonna be that guy that says older women are hot. I am that guy. Older women are hot. But you know what? Let's go. Stephanie Shea, let's go. All right, that's the first step.
Yeah.
Yeah. But unironically, I wonder how she's gonna sound in this role. So okay, let's see.
Yeah.
Johnny Young Bosch got Joshua Bright.
Johnny Young Bosch.
Oh
Dang.
my god. Oh my god. Okay. I'm hoping that people know that we get the Renton Johnny Young Bosch voice and not the Ichigo voice. I don't
Yes.
want the Bleach voice. I don't want his generic shonen voice. I really, really want him to do the Renton voice. If you've seen Renton from Rekka 7 in English, you'll know. I want that. Please, Johnny, don't let me down. Okay, we got that. Michelle Ruff as Harvey. Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Matthew Mercer's everywhere.
Matthew
Okay.
Mercer's Olivier. Okay.
Okay. I mean, if I want a Kanji Tatsumi, I guess we get Kanji Tatsumi. Jokingly, no. Matthew Mercer has a great range. I'd like to see what he can do here.
He does.
Yeah. Christina V. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. Miss V can be slotted into everything and anything. And it's not because she's available. It's not because she'll take any role. She has amazing range. She can
Yeah,
land
she really does.
anything. It's like you could if you need someone to play klutzy girl and you don't have somebody, Christina V. You want mature dummy mommy, Christina V. You want mom, Christina V. You want dead mom, Christina V. You want ghost lady, Christina V. You want Bart Simpson, Christina V. I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
She's slottable. You get her anywhere. Ben Prokowski? Pronsky? I never heard of this
Okay. For Agate. And then
Agate,
Brianna
okay.
Knickerbocker for Tita.
Knickerbocker. Okay, I don't know anything about Knickerbocker. You're aware Knickerbocker works?
Yeah, well, she was Tita in Reverie, so
Oh, okay.
they're bringing her back for. I mean, honestly, they're bringing a lot of the voice cast back from Reverie that we had for these characters.
Who else was in Rubbery?
So Stephanie Shea, Johnny Young Bosch. I think Matthew Mercer was also Olivier then too.
Yeah, okay.
So like, everyone is coming back.
But not Lloyd.
Lloyd, no, sadly not.
No. Okay, so we got Vic Cow. Oh god, I think Vic was
Chow.
Vic Chow. I think he was in Yakuza. I think he's one of the Yakuza English voice actor for 7 and 8. And I
Oh,
think
okay.
yeah, and I think he was in. You correct me in the comments below, guys. I think he was in Is he in? I don't think he's in Daybreak, but I feel like I heard him in
He he is in Daybreak actually. Yeah.
there we go. I knew he was. I heard that. Like, nothing against Mr. Vic. You have a very distinct voice, but I never nail. Like, I know I heard you. Yeah, yeah, got him. There we go. I knew he was in Daybreak. Okay, we got him. Okay, so here we go.
Yeah.
Okay. So, unironically, this is a star-studded cast. This is a strong cast.
Yeah, this is a really strong cast, and it's honestly something that's interesting to know is they posted the Japanese trailer at the same time with the English one, and the Japanese one they added a lot of different voices. Which is weird because in Japan with Sky FC, Sky SC, they actually did do entire dubs of everything.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't do that with English. They only did like the battle sounds in English, and some of the battle sounds were completely different actors than who they were in Reverie. But anyways, they changed the actors here than they were back in Sky FC and Sky SC.
Yeah.
In Japan. So basically, the English side, we get the prominence of having some of these characters already back in the older games like Reverie and Daybreak that are going on.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just laughing that Zin, like, we got, like, because I know Zin, like, he is in Daybreak and play Daybreak. Anyway.
Yeah. Play Daybreak.
Play Daybreak. But it's like, I'm genuinely interested to see, like, the only two voice actors I'm interested to see how they do the role is, okay, and I have a soft spot for Estelle, and I genuinely hope Stephanie Sheh doesn't do cutesy girl. Cutesy girl, no. Do not do cutesy girl. I do not picture Estelle the cutesy girl. Or ditzy, yes. Cutesy, no.
It's going to be interesting because she probably will have to play Estelle a whole lot different than how she played her in Reverie.
Exactly.
Because Estelle is a completely different type of character in Sky FC.
Exactly, yeah. And for Joshua, again, Johnny Young Bosch, he's a critically acclaimed, seriously, he's a good voice actor. But if you watch enough anime, you watch enough of works he's been in, I call it the shonen hero voice or the Ichigo voice. You hear it once, you hear it everywhere.
Yeah.
But he's actually done all the roles that wasn't Ichigo voice, such as Eureka 7 Renton, which I consider one of his peak moments. Peak voice acting. Seriously.
Yeah, and he can have a lot of range, but I feel like a lot of the voice direction, people just want his Ichigo angsty voice.
Exactly, and I don't think Ichigo angsty voice applies to Joshua. It's actually
not in FC. SC is a maybe. SC, he is a lot more angsty, but the FC, he is not at all.
No, yeah, and it has nothing to do with his father and his relationship with his family whatsoever. He just he just started listening to some Evanescence one day. That's what happened. I swear. No spoilers. But yeah, Christina V. I actually don't know. I heard Ben Pronsky do it, and I'm trying to be like for real. Like, I don't recall Ben anywhere. Like, oh man, that's the only person I don't recall. Like, that's like again,
he was Agate in Reverie, but he definitely needs to play Agate a whole lot younger in this.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see how that goes because the Agate in Sky is a whole lot different than Reverie.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's much more stern, I would say, in
Sky. Yeah.
Well, in Reverie, he chilled out, which, he should have chilled out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the interesting part about Sky is that Sky first chapter is outside of, being, and I consider the GOAT! The GOAT! It's going to be
the beginning of the Trails formula.
Exactly. But this one's going to reinvent it because it will have, again, it's probably mentioned in the last story reaction, it's going to have action, ARPG mechanics, and turn-based mechanics up to your choosing.
Yeah.
And I know Daybreak 1 and Daybreak 2 experiment with that. I think this is the one that go full in on it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to definitely be extra to see that. The only thing I'm mostly interested to see is, one, Johnny on Bosch having that conversation with Zin. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, I want that reaction to be great. But this voice acting cast is studded. It has a lot of great people who has ranges in the industry have been there, a lot of veterans. The only thing, as I think Scott pointed out, to agree with, is going to be the voice direction. Voice direction is going to be very key because these actors
Yep.
are critically acclaimed.
Yep.
Yeah, like Stephanie Shea, again, she's fantastic. She was, if you don't know, oh God, I can start from. She was in Yu Hakusho, I believe. She was in Sword Art Online. Gosh, she's
in a lot of things.
She's in a lot of things. Yeah, she's also done voice direction, production for some anime. She's across the board. Same thing with Johnny. Johnny, to me, I think is more prolific because of one voice, but I know Johnny from his other works. Outside of being allegedly he was a Power Ranger. He had to save the world at one point.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, he was a Power Ranger. You know,
he was in. Yeah, he's been in a lot of things, but once he hit, once Bleach happened, it was like it springboarded him into like everything.
Exactly. Yeah. He got the God, I forgot his name. The guy from Durarara who got everywhere. Bryce Papenbrook. He got Papenbrook it. Well, he Papenbrook before Papenbrook it. Yeah. Yeah. God. Also, I'm deeply surprised we have Bryce Papenbrook somewhere in here. Like, if you're gonna pay this much money to get Vosh, Stephanie Shea, Christina V, where's Papenbrook? Give me Papenbrook. Give me Papenbrook.
Yeah.
Oh God, that'd be funny. But unironically, no insult to Johnny on Bosch. Could you see Papenbrook as Joshua?
Maybe.
But what about Oliver? Olivier, sorry.
Oh, that will be. I could see him playing a part of Olivier.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, you know, exactly. Yeah, you got. Yeah, we're not trying to spoil the story here, but yeah. But it's like there's no insult to it. I think the cast is great, but it's like, man, if you're paying that much money, where's Papenbrook? Where's Papenbrook?
Yeah.
But no, I'm really excited to see it. The voice casting English is very good. If the trailer itself doesn't have any samples of their voices, which means that they have been selected, but there's potentially not recording's been done yet.
This is the announcement trailer.
It's the announcement trailer, yeah. They did not. Probably recording hasn't happened yet, so you know.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of recording has happened yet.
No.
But this is going to be interesting because for those of you who don't know, this is going to be the first time that Trails is going to have a worldwide release, and it's going to have an English dub with it too. So
yeah.
I'm really interested to see if any like changes or anything actually happen with how everything goes.
Pretty much. I'm also interested in to see like how Gun Ho is going to handle this, because there's no Gun Ho for I want to say the last 5 years politely. Falcom has went through a couple of publishers. They went through Xseed, they went through NIS, and now we got Gun Ho for this. So I'm wondering how they're going to handle it. Personally, I have been used to NIS publishing because NIS is, for all intents and purposes, consistent. If anything, they're consistent.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's what I was like, oh, we're going to Gun Ho for this. Like, okay, let's just hope everything is smooth.
Yeah, I hope everything gets smooth and there's like there's enough like practice and everything that goes on. Because yeah, it's going to be interesting to see a new team doing the Trail series. Because even though, like, say, they swap from Xseed to NIS America during the Cold Steel era, I think NIS America still had a lot of help from some of the old Xseed members.
Yeah. As well as, because, as you mentioned earlier, this will be the first worldwide release, it's going to be, again, people may not believe this, but the Trails of Hero series has some small popularity, a little cult following. It's growing.
Yeah.
I recommend playing it. And one of the things that makes it the series great is if you're into it, the collection packs. You know, you buy a collection edition. Yeah. So I'm wondering how they're going to handle the worldwide collection thing. What's going to be there? Hopefully, no region exclusive stuff. You know, please no region exclusive stuff. We're past that.
Yeah.
So
I really hope that we get a collector's edition with this one, because this is absolutely the one I'd want to get.
Yeah, I would, if a collection pack, and I mean this seriously. I want the OST. I want the OST.
Yeah.
I like an art book, a steel book. You know, seriously. Okay, this to me is the most ideal version of a collection pack. You can type in the comments with full of what you feel about it. The most ideal collection pack is an art book, soundtrack, steelbook, and and I kid you not, keychain and pins. I have no feelings about acrylics. Acrylics don't really do it for me. I don't know how anyone else feel about it. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
it's a hot take. Acrylics aren't for me.
Yeah, I don't generally get acrylics. I like some of the keychains.
Yeah.
I think one of my favorite things though of Daybreak 1's collector's edition is they had a little like business card. They had a little business card box that just said Arkwright Solutions.
That's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. Hopefully we'll see.
I brought that everywhere with me for PAX West.
Oh, I wasn't there at PAX West, so I didn't. Yeah, I couldn't go this. Thanks, JetBlue, for being extremely expensive and only having like one plane flying out.
Yeah.
So, unironically, I wonder if they're gonna put teaser characters in here. I wonder if we'll see like young Elaine or young Van, like, because now the universe is connected, and we know that Not a spoiler. Elaine is a young member of the early Bracers group. This game takes place in. It's not a spoiler. You should know this by now. Okay, is that really a spoiler? No, right? No, thank God. Because that's a spoiler. I don't want to get hit like, you spoiled the game for me. You ruined the experience.
I mean, it also depends on your fandom. There are some fandom. There are some Trails fans that think any literal thing you say is a spoiler. The fact that Jin still exists after the Sky series.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know why that would consider thing. It's like, why would he be meeting Jesus? That's not happening. If you know his lore, it takes a lot to like actually kill that man.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. The only thing interesting though is again seeing the voice actors play the characters in a younger role will really be interesting. But
yes,
I think what also is interesting is like, God, like I guess they'll probably consider knowing that like a spoiler. Yeah, the early Bracers people didn't have rules of being Bracers yet. They were just a bunch of randos fighting monsters till XX happened. Spoiler, right? Oh my God, the first adventurers group.
How dare?
Yeah, that's a spoiler. Yeah, they started off as an adventuring group, and then things got really differently as time went on. Which, if that's a spoiler, I don't know anymore. I give up.
Yeah.
But jokingly though, like I personally, if I remember correctly, I want to say the only issue I have with the Sky series, slightly spoiler, is that some of the characters kind of quietly just like, yeah, I'm gone just because,
I always find that hilarious. At the same time, it makes it difficult because you'll get like in an area and you used to 4 party members, and then you basically at the end of the arc just lose 2 of them, and then you're just stuck with 2 characters and wondering what happened. How come you're so weak? And it's like, no, it's just you're used to encounters with 4 people.
Exactly. Yeah. So I hope the game balances around that because there are story reasons why that happens, and that's a key prominent thing. And that's a spoiler. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe you should play a game that's over 20 years old. I don't know, buddy.
Go for it.
Go for it. Oh God. You know what's interesting though? I'm deeply surprised they remastered the game graphically, voice, production-wise, everything. I'm surprised they haven't done redesigns for the costumes.
Yeah. That is interesting.
Yeah, I thought we're gonna
based them all on FC.
Yeah, I mean it's a great game. I mean, obvious reasons, but it's like, that's one thing. But other than that, man, unless you got any final notes about Sky, because we can go about this for like 20 years and still be okay.
I mean, yeah, we probably could. There's a lot to love about Sky. This is the beginning of the Trails formula. I think it also is probably the slowest of the Trails games. Some like that, some don't. If you look at like a lot of Trails tier lists, you'll see a lot of people put Sky as like FC as like one of the worst because of how slow it is. But that's the whole point of it being slow is because it's the introduction to this world.
And I'm gonna be honest with you, you know what? Play some Dragon Quest, okay? Those games are slow. Okay?
Do it.
Yeah. Look, a slow RPG sometimes is a good RPG. Okay. This game called Suikoden. It's pretty slow. I'm just saying. Yeah. That, in my honest opinion, like, the original Sky and Sky Now is like one of the quintessential like you are a JRPG fan if you know about it and have played it because it's that quintessential. It's that good. It's something that should be in your repertoire, not because of oh you need to experience it. It's something of if you like RPGs and by the way during the PS1, I would say PS1 to PS2, arguably Dreamcast era, there are thousands of RPGs that not everybody has played and not people have access to play. This game being remastered is a big deal because even though myself and Scott are huge fans of it, we have stories, and we probably have mentioned before, we had to go through sailing the ocean on the to get to play these games because it was that hard to get. And even though I'd done that, I don't think I'm a better gamer than everybody. I don't think I'm God's gift to the planet because of it. I think that I just wanted it that bad. But it doesn't make me a better gamer. If more people are able to play it, maybe they'll also enjoy it like me. And so like, oh, look at Gets, he's so pretentious. He sold the 7 Seas. He sold like 7 forums to get 1 translation so he could play 1 game. What a weirdo. Yuck. That's not a... Like, no, buddy, I just wanted to play this game because for some reason, the publisher didn't want to put it on the proper platforms, and only the platforms was a PSP, and then wait 3 years later for it to come out on the Steam version.
Yeah.
So I was stuck doing
and then they had the superior version then ported to the Vita.
Yeah.
and then that never got an English translation.
Yeah, and I'm like, thanks, buddy, I appreciate that. And then I had to find some people of Stone, G-Stone people, which I'll give a shout out, at least you did the translation, use your balance patch to translate the game I wanted to play. But now, I'll have to do that because I've remastered so everyone could try it.
Yeah, it was a mess trying to get some of the more niche games back in the day.
Yeah. And it's like, and I feel like this is my honest opinion, like, there's a lot of great gems that just people didn't have access to, and I mean access really of access to. As we are joking here, that's exactly what we had to do. If you wanted to play Trails of the Sky series, and you didn't know that where the ports were, and you had to sail the 7 Seas, you had to go on forums, you had to get the game through a forum, boot it up in a certain way, which I'm not going to advocate for because I don't want to get a channel taken down. You have to boot it up on your Super Game Boy. Then your Super Game Boy has to have the right cartridge with the right cheat codes to play it properly. And some cheat codes didn't work the same way as the others, so those cheat codes didn't make the game play better. Sometimes even play the game worse. So you have to go back to another forum website that says, oh wait, my cheat code works differently because I pressed left, right, 8, right, down, right, B. No, and by the way, this is not a joke. That's actually how difficult it was back then. If you just happened to find a game you liked and it wasn't published by a company that wanted to keep it there, and you had to go through that. And I'm glad those days aren't as bad as it was back then, but I'm also glad the companies that make these games, such as Falcom, are putting it on public platforms you can get now. I'm very happy about that because it's like you can now officially support the games you like without going through all that tedious work. And though there are some games that have the tedious work, it's less of that now. Like, if you want, like, as much as I'm not a fan of Nintendo, you can finally play all the, well, you could back then. You can now play all the Golden Sun games in one city you want to. You can play most of the old Fire Emblem games if you want to now. Most of them.
Yeah.
And that's good enough.
Yeah, I'm happy that we have so much more accessibility for this game because, Sky was a mess. And so was for a time the Crossbell games. Trying to get Zero and Azure was basically you had to get only the PC or the Vita version.
And then
you had to get a fan translation because those never got translated until NS America finally took it all.
Yeah, and then that caused a slight controversy to some people because it's like, wait, fan translation, that's ours. It's like, oh, okay, this is a drama argument. And to sum it up nicely, you cannot beat a corporation once they have money. That's the answer.
Yeah.
Once they got the money, the fight's over. The fight's over.
Yeah.
Oh god. But honestly, I'm looking forward to this game. I think it's an excellent set of voice acting. I'm glad it's accessible. I can't wait till they do a trailer talking about the difference between the action combat or turn-based combat. I definitely want to see how that plays out.
I'm excited.
Yeah, excited. So about the way, that's enough of us rambling about how much we love Trails of Sky and Legend of Heroes series, which you should play. Please play these games; they're really fun.
Yes.
So this is Getselious and Sithscott signing out. If you haven't already, again, let us know what you think in the comments below. Let us know what favorite voice actor you're looking forward to, or if you had, let us know your dream voice caster cast. Let me know who would you like. You know what? I think Estelle should be played by, I don't know, Christina V. Actually, unironically, Christina V can do everything. So let's just Christina V as Josh.
Just have the whole cast be Christina V.
Yeah, that would work. I would pay for that. I would pay for that. But jokingly, let me know what you guys think about the cast below. Who, if you had to swap somebody out for someone else, let us know, and why would you do that? You know, that'd be really cool. And be sure to follow us on our social medias. You know, Twitter, the Outerhaven. Follow us on, you know, Getselious at Twitter, Sithscott on Twitter at Getselious, and on Blue Sky as well. Same names and same names on Twitch. You can catch us streaming live because that's where we put our stuff out there. So without the way, thank you guys so much for coming out, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.
See ya.